So before you approach a comic book artist about doing your book, there's a few things you want to have in place before you make your pitch. So one, a synopsis of your story. A simple 1 page is enough to explain what your story is. You can add a little bit more if you want to give depth, especially if it's a serial and it's going to be an ongoing series, or even if it's a standalone book. Secondly, what kind of book are you doing? Is it a 24-page book with 22 pages of art? Is it a graphic novel? Is it 80 pages? Is it standard size? Is it a mini comic? 3, who are your main characters? What do they look like? I often like to use actors as references, as this character is like Samuel L. Jackson, or this character is going to look like Taylor Swift, or something like that, to where it's like it can give the artist an idea facially what this person looks like, their attitude, because believe it or not, the attitude of the character can affect the way that the artist draws the character. So you want to have all these things in mind and in place and have it written down before approaching the artist, and this will start off having a really good relationship with this artist from the beginning, as opposed to trying to figure it out as you go along. So if you're approaching an artist, that's what most artists would like to see, that you come in prepared. So here's the other thing. Don't be intimidated by an artist who is known or have been working. So sometimes people say, like, wow, I would like to talk to this guy, but he's been out for a while. He did a couple books for Marvel, and he probably won't want to work with me. I don't know. Don't be intimidated by that, because believe it or not, there are a lot of people who work for big two, Marvel and DC, and they work consistently, and they very well may be interested in doing your book. So don't feel like I can't work with them, or they're not going to want to work with me because I'm small time. If you are about your business, clear, concise, understand what you're doing, and you're paying money, that's a very big key here, paying money, an artist will be a lot more open to talking to you, because you never know what their situation is. Sometimes they could be between books, sometimes they could be working consistently, or sometimes something happened and they have time. They say, I can work on this. If we can work out a schedule, I'll be happy to work with you on this project. So the flip side is there are some artists who will not work with you. And even if you're paying their rates, some big name artists, and let's just say it's a big name artist and you love this person's work, you've been following them for years, and you saved a bunch of money to do your book. So if they're getting $400 a page from Dark Horse, and you're offering them $400 a page to do your indie book, they very well may still not do your book. And you say, well, why not? If the money's the money, no, why not? The reach of the work will also matter to an artist. So they may say, like, I like what you're doing, but if I do this Marvel book, it's going to get out to like 125,000 readers, and my work will get seen a lot more than doing your book and getting seen by 10,000, even though the money's the same. So that may be a reason why a bigger artist may not do your book. 2, even if sometimes they don't feel comfortable dealing with certain indie folk, because like I said, a lot of people who are indie come and say, hey, I want to do this book and I got money, but they don't really know what they're doing. They don't understand what they're working, if they understand how to do books. But as time goes on, if you're an indie guy, and so you have, 5-6 books out there done proper and in comic book stores, people can look them up. You have physical copies to show, have your proper UPC code on it, and you're paying their rate. They may say, like, all right, I'll work with you, because clearly you understand business, you know what you're doing. I talked to the guy you worked with before, you got a good reputation. All right, let's do that. Let's give it a shot.